NoisenewsUK here at Slam Dunk with Blitz Kids.
Right.
How are we finding this year's Slam Dunk experience? Now you're not strangers to the festival.
So far, we have this room and just done
We've been in a van for 3 hours in traffic and then got out and come straight into this room.
We've not seen any bands yet, but I think we're kind of hearing someone on the main stage and they sound great.
But it's sunny outside, so that's what I've seen before, right?
I imagine it was fairly toasty warm.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. My girlfriend threw up actually on the way. Yeah. I was like, oh.
Quite glad to get out of the van.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bag was leaking.
Yeah, it was. Bad way to start the day. We went out last night. We played around hometown last night, which we don't ever do. So all of our mates came and we went to the pub afterwards and just drank until there was no more beer and no more hope. So yeah, we don't feel great today, but I think this festival's going to be
Fine. Show's going to shake it off.
Yeah.
Ready to start again.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
I know when you played here before, you were playing the introducing stage.
Yeah. That was a while ago. That was like with our old lineup. It was sort of kind of a different band. We had the same name, but it was kind of a different band. So I mean, that show for us as a memory is John Feldman coming to watch us for the first time and decide whether he wanted to work with us. So I mean, we must have been all right. He decided to work with us after that show, and that was actually Leeds, where he watched us on that stage. So I think that show will always hold a special place.
I don't remember it so well. I remember. I think I was.
We were on. I was really rushed.
I think I was.
We were drinking on the way up. And
Yeah, I was
pulled out and just walked straight on stage.
I was really drunk. Yeah. It was good. It was great though.
Thank you. It was really low ceiling and it was intense.
Oh, I
It was
remember.
intense, really boxy little room, like tight.
I threw my guitar on the air
Yeah,
and
smashed
it smashed. Oh, yeah, it smashed.
And obviously now back onto the main bill itself, one of the bigger stages.
It's going to be fun. It's great.
I haven't even seen the stage.
I haven't seen the Tiger stage. Yeah.
When you stage sponsored by beers, that's all good.
Yeah, you know
We get
you're
Tiger
in
beers.
for a treat. If you get any Tiger beers, any beer at all, I'll be over the moon.
This is a beer interview.
Free beer's got to be, yeah. We haven't even had free beer to That's absolutely
TM's holding off. That's why it's not and giving them much until we play.
Keeping you compared.
Yeah.
Now, I read that you've recently signed to Red Bull Records.
Yes, we have.
How are you feeling about that?
brilliant. Yeah,
Excellent. Couldn't be happier.
No.
Finally, our struggles are over.
Not quite over.
No, not really.
Yeah, they're a great label, great group to work with. Enthusiastic, got
They're just
good resources.
they've got sort of like the influence that a major label has, but they're not like a bully label in the slightest. They have the same vision as us, so they just kind of let us do what we want and give advice here and there, and they're not pressuring us to do anything in particular. And they've always been a really cool brand anyway, and they've been into all sorts of that. I mean, they're taking us to the Grand Prix in June, which is pretty sweet. They're just wicked, and we're going skydiving with them and stuff, Austria and things. It's crazy. Really cool company.
Nothing really band related, but we're having a sick time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who would write the album as before? Who could write a song each time we go down?
Probably screamers.
Yes.
Well, it will be if you just drink loads of Red Bull before you ride.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I know they've got a great reputation for giving music.
Exactly. They support us from a long time ago before we signed to them. Our first record they funded and we recorded it at Red Bull Studios. So they've always kind of been there, but now they've actually stepped it up and actually had the faith in us.
They really support small bands, don't they? Because Don Broco they supported quite a lot as well in the start. And, you meet Six Jam and things, and bands like My Passion and stuff sort of went through. They've always tried to help out small bands, which is wicked.
A lot of our friends are here.
Yeah.
How is that like since you've you guys constantly?
It's great. I like it.
It's the best part.
Yeah, definitely.
Best part of being in a band for sure.
Just every night, just kind of different sound. I've seen almost every town city in the UK, and I've never have done that. if I wasn't in the band. If I'd just probably just stuck around my hometown and just kind of got a job and just kind of just been happy and content with that. But like the fact that we get to, and now with Red Bull on board as well, like being able to take it further afield, like going to Europe, building plans for America and stuff. Like I'd never have done this, doing nothing else. So it's great. Yeah.
Do you think it is important for bands like yourselves to hit the road and just get the live performance down? Like,
Practice makes perfect, really.
Yeah. Like being good live now is like if you can't cut it live, then people know, and they're just not going to like, stand out.
It's way more important than it's ever been because production has stepped up in a huge way. Production used to be so minimal that live it was almost like just a little bit better than live, and you would go see a band live and you couldn't really tell the difference. You know, back in the days when we used to go watch My Chem and the U's, you know, if it was a gnarly show with screeching guitars and feedback, then that was what you wanted because that was what it was on the record. But now that everything is so produced and clean cut, you can really tell the difference when a band can't play their instruments. So you've really got to get out there and just play as many shows as possible because that's the best way to practice. But staying in a room and rehearsing is just like it's not the same.
It's been a case as well, just been able to develop friendships with the band.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like the best part of these festivals is just hanging out with my mates who you've played with, like toured with most of the bands on this line at some stage or another.
Yeah.
So looking forward to having a few beers with them. Bands are meant to do it.
Indulging in the after party.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think we're just going to smash the after party every night.
Yeah.
Tonight, tomorrow, Wolverhampton.
Let's do it.
Just try not to be sick of the band.
Yeah, that's not really nice.
Are there any plans for a third album yet?
We will be releasing a third album.
Get this one out first.
Yeah. I mean, we've been sitting on this one for a while, so I think the wait for the next one's going to be a lot less.
Yeah. We're starting writing it now, yeah, and this one's not even out, so I would think there'll probably only be like a year between albums from now on, I would hope.
Yeah, so it's very frustrating. I think most bands will say this when you've got a record and you're just sitting on it. It's like you know that the songs are good and you want people to hear them, but no one can hear them because like obviously you got to wait for the label to like sort it out. But like Red Bull has been really good. Like since we signed, they've got like that plan of action. So it's like we do videos and singles leading up to it. Whereas the last one we were just like, oh, we've got an album. What are we saying about just releasing it? All right, cool. And it was just like it was released and it just went under the radar completely.
Yeah.
But this they're kind of building something. There's a vision. Plan of action.
Is that like the most frustrating thing about life about this time of day, just rattle and play?
I think it's not necessarily like the label wanting to dictate how it has to be done.
Yeah.
I mean, to get the right sort of like layout for the whole like album campaign, as it were, and getting the singles out, everything has to be done like so far ahead. Like if you want to go to radio, it's 5 weeks. If you want to go to press, it's like 2 months sometimes, and it's like that's the sort of stuff that you never really think about. But you write it and you like, I've recorded it now, I want to release it, so you can't do that because only like a few people will hear it. You need to get the most exposure possible. So I think definitely the most frustrating thing is when you record an album and you get the mix back, you know it's not going to be out for like ages ago. That's definitely it.
You show your mates.
And being told to show up at video shoots at 8 in the morning when you're not shooting until 3. That's the other thing.
Is it stopped us from not playing songs live, or you just playing them?
We played them anyway now. We started playing them on the tour before last. Just a few new ones. Play like
The best way to test the water is just play a song live. It doesn't go down very well, then we're like, okay, it's probably not going to make the album.
But all the new songs, they kind of get a better reaction than the old ones. Because like when we're on support tours, the new songs are better. And they're faster and more catchy or whatever. So like people are reacting better to them. So
You have over the last few years toured with absolute shit. Your favourites and shared the road with?
I think the LTA boys were
Lower than Atlantis and Tonight Alive.
Yeah, Tonight Alive and LTA, we got along with the most. Just because they just do what we do, which is kind of like just show up, drink all the beers, play a show, and then continue, and then the next day we're all just like, how are you feeling? It's like, oh, hanging. What we're doing today, the same.
There's a lot of bands that you can tour with that they sort of just stay in the dressing room the whole time on their laptops, and it's very like, I mean, obviously when you're touring like a lot, you get very tired, but like, you know, there are bands like Tonight Alive and LTA that just never seem to get tired, and we're one of those bands as well, so we obviously, our personalities just match.
Yeah, there's no kind of moaning in it. Bands that we tour with that moan are just like, sure. It's like, why are you doing this?
Yeah, it's like the best job in the world, and they're like moaning
oh no,
about
I'm definitely to play a show where people like the music that I make in my bedroom. Somehow we're here, it's like people take it for granted, it's like stop playing in, get too big for the beats, but I think just maintain being sound, and just like the reason we got into this was we wanted to like play good music, and like if people like it then that's sick.
We got into it because we didn't want to have a proper job.
Yeah, and also just lazy as fuck and just can't back to the job. So yeah, running away from responsibility this is essentially, and if I can drink my way to another grave doing that, so be it.
How useful a tool is Twitter for you? I know you're crying with nominated for that Tweeter of the Year.
They have. Second year running.
We'll win it this year.
Lost out last year to Haley Williams.
Vote for Jono, Tweeter of the Year. It's fine, you win it this year. You win it this year.
I think she's prettier than you.
I think so, yeah. Are you insinuating that she is prettier than me?
That's not what I said. I said people might think that.
People may think that. I think that. I don't masturbate to myself.
Probably a healthy thing.
But, yeah.
Is it odd that you, like Twitter is just say whatever that people...
I love it. I think it's the best tool ever for a band, really.
It gets sometimes some people get in trouble using it. You see people, it's like, you can't say that. You know what I mean? So, you know, you've got to, I think back in the day when like we used to tweet about really silly things, like irresponsible things probably. And then now when you get to a certain amount of followers, you can't really do that because more people will like just be like that. You've got loads of fans, like, you don't know who's going to read it.
Yeah.
So you've got to kind of like, it's got to be some sort of gauge on how much of a twat you can be without offending everyone. I mean, you can offend
Put your foot over the line.
Yeah.
You just can't go the whole way over.
Yeah.
I make that mistake a lot.
It's like
I tell very offensive jokes.
It's like feel the tip, and then are we gonna do it? No, we're not. We're not. If you said no, it's fine.
What's planned for the rest of the year? We finally expect a bigger Blitz Kids headline run.
Maybe. It depends. I mean, the first and foremost, I think, is like all these one-day festivals, download and stuff like that.
We have dates booked in, but we just seem to be getting, because there's quite a lot of momentum at the moment, we just seem to be getting asked by a lot of people. Last year we didn't really get asked to go on tour that much, whereas this year everyone's asking us to go on tour, which is wicked. We've got like 4 or 5 bands that want to invest us to go on tour with them, so
Going to arrange that, and yeah, I think at this stage when we're kind of still,
when they're playing rooms at 2,000 capacity, we can't sell that many yet, so it's obviously better for us to
play in front of 2,000 and kind of like 200 of our own fans.
Yeah.
But we will like play. If it's not this year, it'll be very early next year, I should imagine. We always seem to do headline tours in December because it's snow, and then people don't come because the others tweet saying like, "Can't make the show tonight because it's been really snow." And it's like, we've just come from Southampton to Glasgow, and we're fine. We live 2 minutes away from the venue, and you can't come. We've been, but yeah.
Obviously, it's going to be very, very busy boys and festivals. How flattering is it that so many festivals do want to book?
It's great, it's crazy. Fools. No, I love festivals. That's the best part. I think.
There's so many bands we know. It's just a big party.
Touring's great because you meet all these bands, and then at festivals it's like everyone's there, and it's like a huge party. It's dangerous getting some like some bands with people with all in a room together, isn't it? Like today's gonna be dangerous.
Yeah, I think we've probably taken up enough of your drinking time already. NoisenewsUK with Blitz Kids. Best of luck for your performance this afternoon on the album as and when it's released.
Yeah, cheers. Nice one.